Welcome to Mayco's advanced version of the Partridge in a Pear Tree. Here are the supplies that you will need. First thing you want to do is take a damp sponge and wipe down the bisque, front and back, to make sure that you remove the dust that prevents the glaze from adhering. Now pour out onto a palette FN001 white. Let's start out with about the size of 2 tablespoons. Using the number 4 soft fan brush, you're going to fully load that brush and lay down a good coat of paint. The good rule of thumb is the first coat needs to be thick enough that you don't see the bisque through it. You're going to apply 3 coats, allowing each coat to dry where the shine is off before you apply the next coat. You don't need to have it completely bone dry because you want a little bit of tooth so that it grabs the next coat. Once those coats are dry, you're going to want to get out your SC65 Peritwinkle, probably put out about the size of a tablespoon, and your SL445 Kaleidoscope stencil. You can find a small, maybe 2 to 3 inch roller brush in your hardware store, or you can use a large sponge on a stick to apply the glaze. Lay the stencil down, make sure you hold it tight with one hand, and then roll over in different directions to fill in the color. And you'll notice on the curve, it's a little bit harder, so you're going to want to make sure that you hold it tight and then lightly pounce and twist using the large sponge on the stick. Either design tool will help you. And if you want to notice, the image is not solid. It's just a hint of a design for a little bit of visual interest with your partridge. Allow that to dry completely. You're going to use your AC230 clay carbon transfer paper. Now, note, only one side of the transfer paper transfers. So lay it down, use a pin mark on top of the paper and see if it transfers. If it doesn't, flip it over, and that way you're not going to spend a lot of time tracing and have nothing there. Alright, so lay down the clay carbon paper, the right side down, put your pattern on top of it, and then trace over all the lines and details. I like using a red pen because then you see where you have traced. Using an ink pen is nice because it presses a little bit harder. For the pears, pour out about the size of a quarter SC6 Sunkissed and SC97 Cantaloupe. Using the script liner because it has long bristles, fully load that brush, and you're going to apply 2 flowing coats of SC6 Sunkissed to the pears. Now for the leaves, you're going to use 2 different colors, SC26 Green Thumb and SC36 Irish Luck. One side is going to be 2 flowing coats of SC26 Green Thumb, and then the other side is going to be SC36 Irish Luck. This is going to give you highs and lows and some depth to your design. Now notice on the brush stroke, it's laying down, pulling it towards you, twisting, and lifting up. That gives you a nice point on all of the leaves. Load your brush with the cantaloupe and apply a nice long flowing coat to shade the left side of the pear. If you'd like, you can also add just a very small amount of SC34 down to earth. Okay, for the bird. Hope you have room on your palette. If not, get a new one. SC92 Cafe au Lait, SC86 Old Lace, and SC10 Till Next Time. A teaspoon of each color is a good start. Again, we're staying with the script liner so that you can do nice long flowing coats. Load that brush fully. Start with the SC92 Cafe au Lait to the bird's body. Start at the top, lay down a coat, pulling it down towards the tail. You're going to continue to use the script liner. The breast of the bird is old lace, blending into the cafe au lait. Now under the eye, you want to pat SC41 Brown Cow. It's dabbed to give the illusion of feathers as opposed to a smooth, long flowing coats. Above the eye is old lace with a little bit of SC41 Brown Cow. To darken the body, you're going to use one coat of Brown Cow. Now let's start adding colors for depth. Pat on old lace to the neck, and while it's damp, pat in Till Next Time, blending into the old lace. You don't have to clean your brush each time. From here you can just pick up a little bit of Cutie Pie Coral and dab it in to give it a nice highlight to the wing and to the neck area. To create the dark band on the neck, you're going to dab in Down to Earth. You're going to continue using Down to Earth on the chest area or underneath the wing, pulling it down into the tail with strokes of Down to Earth. The wings right now are white from our initial base coating with probably a little bit of blue stamping. So you're going to base coat with one good coat of old lace using the script liner to block out that background. While the glaze is still wet, add some Till Next Time to your script liner. Starting at the tail and kind of brushing towards the center of the wing, blend in a little bit of Till Next Time. And then take the same brush with Till Next Time and dab and blend in some of that towards the top of the wing. Feel free to add in a little bit of Cutie Pie Coral, again, just for a little bit more visual interest. We're going to start doing more detailed and fine lines. So here's a couple of tips. If you hold your detail brush like a pencil, it's going to give you wider lines. If you hold your brush perpendicular or with it straight up and down with only the tip touching, you're going to have finer lines. I like to load a little water to my brush and then sneak it into the glaze, blending it on the palette so that it flows a little bit easier. Reload frequently and don't forget to kind of blot it off so you don't have a big blot of glaze on the bottom of the brush. We're working with Down to Earth for the branches. Notice how she pulls from the branch bottom, a little bit wider, and then it goes thinner, flowing into the leaf to give it the vein. Don't forget to add the bird's legs and feet. Got to make sure he's sitting on something, right? Continue using the Down to the Earth for the beak and the little feather that comes off the partridge's head. You'll add a little connection to the pears, so that they are dangling from the tree with the down to earth and your liner also. Now you're going to clean off your brush and switch over to SC15 Tuxedo. Again, you can add a little water to your brush, sneak it into the tuxedo, blending it on the palette, and then if you like wider lines, hold it like a pencil, or if you like it thinner lines, hold it perpendicular. Start outlining all of the designs and details on the plate, and remember, the detail or the outlining doesn't have to be perfect. It can be more of an accent. To add detail to the wing of the Partridge, use the SL447 Argyle stencil, a sponge on a stick, and the next three colors, SC2 Cutie Pie Coral, SC41 Brown Cow, and SC10 Teal Next Time. You're going to use a dry sponge on a stick and load up or blot on some color into the sponge on the stick, and then blot off any excess. Lay the stencil down onto the plate so that it follows the shape of the wing. And then first load in your brush with Cutie Pie Coral, do a light up and down pouncing over the stencil so that it transfers onto the plate. Then you can pick up a little bit of SC41 Brown Cow. Notice how it's being applied around edges. At the bottom of it, you can add a little bit of the Teal Next Time. Once you have done all of that, you can remove the stencil. If need to be, you can add a little bit of Teal Next Time with a detailer brush to shade or outline some of the diamonds. It just makes the design pop a little bit more. Also, if you have covered up a little bit of your outlining, use your detail liner and the SC15 Tuxedo and add on your lines again. Now turn over the plate. Use a damp sponge to wipe off any smudges or glazes that you may have picked up during the process of designing. Use your soft fan brush and apply 3 coats of SC65 Peritwinkle to the back of the plate. Allow everything to dry, stilt it, and fire it to cone 06 or 05. Everything is going to fire to a lovely glossy finish. Hope you've enjoyed this tutorial. Keep an eye out for more.